Your 20s are just quite hard. This is not a revelation, but it's just difficult. You have to figure out who you are, what you want, what you care about, all the while keeping up a social life, keeping healthy, staying in shape, and seeing your family and all the things that we have to do. So in this video, I'm just gonna share 10 simple habits that have made my 20s easier. Number one thing to help make your 20s easier is a Sunday night review. So I have made a video about what I do every Sunday night, so you can watch that here. The things that I mainly do are basically writing down what happened in my week, writing down the things that I'm gonna do next week, or kind of looking ahead to my weekly plan, and just reflecting on how is my life going, all the different areas of my life. Like, am I doing enough of this thing? Am I doing too little of this thing? I just explore the week that's gone and the week that's coming, and it really grounds me every Sunday night. And I just think about my life. It's super, super wholesome. It's a great video. It'll definitely give you some ideas for things to do on a Sunday night, and it is without a doubt one of the best habits that I picked up in the last couple of years. Number two is about waking up at the same time every day. So I wake up pretty much every day at 7 a.m, even on the weekends. I try to. So I don't do this like exclusively. Sometimes I've gone to bed at like 4 a.m, but I generally try and wake up at 7 a.m. every day, because that is the number one thing that is supposedly best for your sleep. And since I started doing it, I've slept way better. I genuinely have. I've had really big sleep problems in the past, and this has definitely been one of the things that helped me most. I've only started doing it this year, but since I've started, I've just been sleeping way better, and my body just kind of gets tired in the evening at a similar time, and then I go to sleep and I wake up at the same time. That's kind of how sleeping works, but it actually just makes such a difference because it forces you to go to bed earlier as well. Because if you're just tired, then you're like, well, I know I've got to get up at 7, so I've got to go to bed earlier. Previously, I would just like change my alarm if I'm going to bed a bit later, but now just knowing that I will get up at 7 means that if I'm tired, it's because I'm going to bed too late. Another thing here is that if you use your phone as an alarm, which most people do, then putting that somewhere on the other side of the room. This is just so simple, but so effective. If you put it when you're about to get into bed, put it down over there, then you get into bed, you don't go on your phone, and then when your alarm goes off in the morning, you have to get out of bed to go get it. And then once you're out of bed, it's much harder to like snooze and lie there for ages. You just get out, you stay out. Number three is don't go on your phone until 11 a.m. So I've done this a lot at various points in my life, and it's a really good habit because your phone can just take up so much time, and especially in the mornings when you wake up or at breakfast or whatever, your phone can just like drain the day immediately. And 11 is like a nice time because it's not too far, it's not lunchtime, and it's not just like impractical. 11's like, if you can't make it until 11 without going on your phone, then you've probably got some kind of problem. And it really just opens up the day for me. I start the day way better, and sometimes I will use my laptop to reply to some messages if I really need to, but it just means I don't waste time on like Instagram or YouTube or whatever early in the morning. Super useful habit, definitely do it. Number four is listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and reading in general. So I do these mostly with my bad boy headphones that I've got here, the Apple AirPod Pros, and I listen to so many podcasts and audiobooks, and they've just given me so much knowledge, ideas, inspiration, and just like companionship as well. I really like the people that I listen to on podcasts, audiobooks, or whatever, and it just they've changed my life, and it's just absolutely without a doubt one of the best things that I do in my 20s to just like level up my life. Number five, kind of basic, get your 5 a day. I genuinely try and eat 5 fruit and veg a day. I just like, actually, it's something that goes through my head. I'm just like, have I had 5 fruit and veg a day? It's like the NHS, like most basic advice is just get some fruit and veg in you. And when you feel like you're getting your kind of like basic health covered, it just makes you feel a little bit better. Number 6 is make exercise fun. So I really don't like that much to exercise for the sake of it. I just find it quite dull. I've tried and I just find it a little bit dull. And so the thing that works for me is playing sport. I really love to play sport, and exercise is like a side effect of that. Or I do it with people. I've now got into this routine of doing swimming on a Monday morning with my friend, and I wouldn't go probably if he wasn't there. But the fact that he turns up with me means that, means that we do the swimming together, we look after our health together, and that's just a really great way to stay in shape. Number 7 is stay hydrated. So I do make a bit of a joke about hydration on this channel, but sometimes you're like, why am I feeling kind of terrible today? And you're like, oh my God, I haven't drunk any water. So something that I do, genuinely do every single day, is one of the first things is I have a glass of water, this big, a pint glass, which is like just over half a litre if you're in a different country and to the UK. and it just makes me feel a bit better. I'm like, the whole morning, I'm just like, I've done my hydration, I've done my bit for the day. I'm also not one of those people who just carries around a water bottle with them and sips at it. I just have to like do big chunks of hydration at various points. And so having something first thing in the morning really gets me going. Number 8 is meditation. So amidst all the stress, anxiety, insomnia, and lack of social life that we all might have in our 20s, meditation can just like ground everything. When I had sleeping problems, meditation and headspace in particular was the only thing that really helped me through that time. It just taught me so many different things, and it just gave me the ability to kind of like see through my thoughts and manage my thoughts way better. And I just think meditation is something that everyone should practice in some way. And if it's not for you, then you know that. Just try it and test it out. And yeah, it's not a new thing, so I'm gonna move on. Number 9 is keeping a diary on my phone. So I've made a video about this as well. It's called How I Remember Everything, my second brain. So you can watch that and click on it here. And I basically just have this like running diary on my phone whenever anything, like an idea, a joke, a funny moment, something I wanna remember, I write it down on my phone immediately. And it just means that over time, I have this like amazing collection of things that I've thought about in the past. And I've now been doing it for 4 years. And I actually sometimes go back into it for inspiration about problems that I had in the past. And then I make videos out of them, because it's just a source of like inspiration for me, because I try and think about making videos for someone who's like a couple years behind me. And this diary that I've kept is just got so many interesting things in it. It's the easiest diary you can keep, and just watch the video, you'll understand what I do, and you'll probably feel better about all the silly little things that I write down, and so you won't feel weird about the things that you want to write down. Yeah, it's a fundamental habit of my life. Number 10 is take more risks. So this isn't really a habit, but it is absolutely something that you should be doing in your 20s. I've just made a video on it where I sort of roughly, vaguely talk about how to take more risks in your 20s, and don't do a particularly good job of it. But watch the video and think about how can you take more risks? How can you do things that are a little bit off the beaten track and have some different experiences that open you up to different opportunities? And it's something that I think we all need to get better at. So yeah, watch the video, enjoy it. I've actually recommended loads of videos in this video, but that's not been the point of it. These are just 10 habits that I hope you have found valuable. If you enjoyed this video here, you might enjoy this video called 25 Life Lessons from a 25-year-old, where I just talk about 25 life lessons that I have for you. But thank you so much for watching. You're a legend if you made it this far. You really, really are. Please drop a comment or something that you got from the video. Apparently comments are really good for the, like promoting videos, and it really helps me out. So please do it, and I will see you in the next one.